I don't give a fuck, dude. It's like, it's a belt. It means jack all nothing, dude. You know, it's like, and this is like the problem with the world that we live in. Like, you guys are always just chasing titles that men make, you know, like men will give you a title like, oh, I'm a CEO, I'm a CFO. Like, dude, no one gives a bro. It's a title. It's not real, you know. When I first got to Vegas, when I was like 28 after my motorcycle accident, and I had my $1,200 apartment that I would go take you guys on tours, remember my crib, you know, and I'd go like flush the toilet. Bro, I was stoked though. I was stoked, man. I had a mattress. I got fast cable, you know. It was real nice. Got my first house. I'm stoked, dude. I'm stoked. Got my second house. I'm stoked. Whenever you have gratitude, it's amazing. If I would have lost this fight, I would have went home. The sun would have risen. I would have had a good breakfast. I would have seen my wife. And I would be like, man, I'm the luckiest fucking man alive. And once you have that, it don't matter. I'm a fighter through and through, belt or no belt. It's like who I am as a human being, as a fighter. And I just like, my entire life, doesn't matter if it's a school system, court system, I was told that I was a piece of shit. You're a loser, you're bad. And I've always wanted to be the good guy, but, you know, teachers, courts, you're always told you're a fucking piece of shit. You are a bad guy. Like I said, my 7th grade teacher, Miss Wajda, or 8th grade teacher, Sean, they build prisons for people like you. So eventually you're like, dude, I'm just a bad guy. I'm a piece of shit. But like through fighting, man, you guys know, I go to a gas station, some guy shakes my hand and like says, hell yeah, you're Sean Strickland. Like through fighting, I've really discovered self-worth. And I've never had that, and I would never have had that if it wasn't for fighters. I think I have a different love for my fans than most fighters do. My entire life has just been kind of shitty until the UFC fans kind of raised me up. So I think I just have a more appreciation for, like, you know, the guy, the lower guy, the garbage truck driver, the concrete guy. It's like who I am today is because of their support. When I first started this sport, we all wanted to be George St. Pierre. I mean, even Conor McGregor. Like when Conor first started, well, guys, I don't party, I don't drink, all I do is train. Meanwhile, fucking Conor McGregor's fucking hookers doing cocaine, like nothing like that. And at some point you realize, dude, it's way easier just to be your self. When I first started, you know, I was like, you know, guys, listen, I got long hair. I was never racist. That guy didn't exist. I'm a real nice guy. Look at me, long hair, I wear a suit. And at some point you're just like, you know, man, I don't give a fuck. Judge me, hate me, life is. So, and my first fight in Houston, I told him, my first fight ever in the UFC, I told him, I was like, man, like, I'm such a fan, like, blah, 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 you know, me being a little fucking fanboy. And he said to me, well, hey, Sean, now I'm watching you fight. And that was my first fight in the UFC. He told me, Sean, now I'm watching you fight. And, yeah, it's awesome, you know. But that being said, he was the icon. We all wanted to be George St. Pierre. We all wanted the Nike money. We all wanted the sweatshop money. But in the day, dude, like, I'm not George St. Pierre. I'm a white trash fucker, dude, and I say a lot of off-color shit. And I think with me, too, like, I'm not hot-headed, but it's like sometimes I'm too quick to throw my life away if I feel threatened, you know? Like, if I really feel like you're threatening me, and, like, I will die. Like, we will die together. So unless you've experienced it, you just don't know what it's like. When you go and fight another man and, like, bro, your soul is just exposed. When you're bleeding and he's bleeding and, like, I want to quit, he wants to quit, we don't want to be there. Like, you just have this level of respect for one another that it, like, transcends race, religion, like, nationality, country. It's just, it's something that you just don't know. After, like, you kind of become someone's brother after you and him try to die. Win or lose, you know. We were never in bad terms. The way this fight game goes, you got to sell fights. You got to make it happen, you know. The only thing with Chimaev, what bothered me is, like, he always had a threatening demeanor. Like, I think it's just part of that world. They always, like, walk around, like, threatening. And, like, I'm the kind of guy where, like, you threaten me and I want to fuck you, you know. But at the end of the day, man, like, me and Chimaev, we just went and tried to kill each other. Like, how do I not have respect for that man? You don't know what it's, unless you've done it. When you're sitting there covered in another man's blood, your own blood, and you're just like, it's like such a, like, almost like a spiritual experience when, like, you look at the warrior next to you and you're just like, man, I love you, I respect you, I want you to die. Like, it's hard to explain unless you've been there. He's a fucking savage, you guys. I was hitting him with shots. Like, I mean, look how swollen my hand's swollen. Like, he would just fucking eat it and come forward. Like, the guy was a savage, and he was willing to die for what he wanted. You know, he's a fucking savage.